Do you also want money but hate hard work? Then this story is exactly for you. Once upon a time, there lived a man who believed that everything in life could be gained easily. Because of this belief, he began to avoid hard work. Slowly, he became lazy. He wanted money and all comforts without making any real effort. One day, while wandering through the forest in frustration, he met a wise hermit. The hermit understood his trouble and spoke gently. If you want to receive everything you desire easily, there is a God who grants such wishes. He lives that on top of great mountain. Hearing this, the man decided to climb the mountain. But the climb was long and difficult. The path was steep. Sharp rocks cut his hands. Cold winds stung his face. Yet, he did not stop. Step by step, slowly but steadily, he climbed higher. His legs trembled, his hands bled, but his heart remained strong. Finally, he reached the top of the mountain. From there, the world below seemed so small. The man knelt down and whispered softly, "Lord, are you here?" A warm and gentle voice floated in the wind. "Yes, my child, I am here." The man smiled with joy and spoke, "My Lord, I have come so far to speak with you. May I ask you something?" God replied calmly, "Ask, my child." "My Lord, what is 1,000,000 years to you?" "To me, 1,000,000 years is just a minute." "My Lord, what is $1,000,000 to you?" God replied, "To me, $1,000,000 is just a penny." The man smiled. "My Lord, may I have a penny?" "Of course, my child, in a minute." And in that moment, he understood. Everything truly valuable in this world requires patience, effort, and time. Nothing comes instantly. Nothing comes without work. From that day on, he stopped being lazy. He worked hard, step by step, with determination. And eventually, he became one of the most successful people in the world. You may have nothing today, but if you have a dream, this story is yours. In a small and very poor village, there lived a boy named Layan. The people in this village worked in the fields all day long, just to earn enough money to buy rice for the night. Layan lived with his mother and younger sister. His father had passed away when he was only 6. His mother washed clothes in nearby houses to feed her children. Every morning, she woke up before sunrise, tied her hair with a broken clip, and walked to work. Late in the evening, she returned home, tired, but she always smiled. But Leon saw everything. He saw the cracks on her hands. He saw the pain she tried to hide. He heard her quietly crying at night when she thought her children were asleep. And he understood something early. If I don't grow, my family will remain broken forever. But the path ahead was not easy. His school uniform was old and patched many times. His shoes were torn, and some days he walked barefoot. Some rich students from town laughed at him. They said, "You look like a beggar. Why do you even come to school?" They laughed at his lunch, just rice and salt. But every time they laughed, Leon whispered to himself, "Laugh now. One day, you will watch me rise." He had no tuition classes, no internet, no storybooks, no smartphone. But he had something far more powerful, a burning desire to learn. He studied under a small kerosene lamp. The smoke made his eyes burn, but he continued. Even when his stomach growled with hunger, he did not stop. His mother would say softly, "Son, sleep now. You will fall sick." But Leon would smile. "Amma, if I sleep now, life will remain the same forever. She wiped her tears silently because she knew he was right. Life became even harder. One year, their roof began to leak. Rainwater dripped directly onto his books, yet he protected them like something sacred. Another year, his little sister fell sick. The hospital was far, and they had no money for medicine. Leon felt helpless. His heart broke. But instead of giving up, he held his sister's hand and whispered, "Not today, not tomorrow, but one day, I will fix our life. I promise." And that promise became his strength. When he finished school, everyone expected him to work in the fields. But Leon refused to accept a future he did not want. He walked to the city with one small bag and worn-out slippers. He had no money, no friends, no place to stay. He worked in a small tea shop, washing cups, sweeping floors. The owner let him sleep on the floor behind the shop. Every night, after work, he studied in the public library. He learned computers. He saved every coin. Months became years. He learned programming from free online lessons at the library. And then, one day, a company came to the city to recruit trainees. Many well-dressed, confident students applied. But when the test began, the boy who had studied under a smoky kerosene lamp answered every question with calm confidence. Leon was selected. He worked harder than anyone else. He learned every day. He practiced until midnight. Slowly, his life changed. After 2 years, he became a full software developer. Years later, Leon returned to his village. Not as a poor boy, but as a successful man. He bought a new pair of shoes for his mother. When he placed them in her hands, she cried uncontrollably. Leon then opened a free learning center for children in the village. He stood before them and said, "I was once just like you. I had nothing, but I never stopped learning. If I can change my life, so can you." And the children believed him. Once upon a time, there lived a hard-working man who sold caps for a living. Every morning, he carried a large basket filled with colorful caps, red, blue, brown, and gray, balanced neatly on his head. As he walked through towns and villages, he called out, "Caps, beautiful caps for sale." One very hot afternoon, after walking for miles, the cap seller felt tired. The sun was blazing, and his feet ached. Looking around, he saw a large, shady banyan tree by the roadside. He thought, "This looks like a good place to rest." He gently placed his basket under the tree, lay down, and soon fell into a deep sleep. But the tree was home to a bunch of naughty monkeys. When the cap seller began to snore, the monkeys peeked down from the branches. They spotted the bright caps and got curious. One brave monkey climbed down, opened the basket, and took a red cap. In no time, all the monkeys grabbed caps, blue, brown, and red, and jumped back to the branches, chattering happily. After a while, the cap seller woke up, stretched, and reached for his basket. But it was empty. He looked around in shock and then heard loud monkey chatter above him. When he looked up, he saw the monkeys sitting on the branches, each one wearing one of his caps. "Oh no!" he cried. "My caps! Give them back!" But the monkeys only laughed and copied his every move. When he shook his fist, they did the same. When he clapped, they clapped back. When he shouted, they shouted too. Then, suddenly, the cap seller got an idea. He remembered how the monkeys imitated him. So he took off his own cap, looked up, and pretended to throw it angrily on the ground. Within seconds, all the monkeys snatched off their caps and threw them down too. The cap seller quickly gathered all his caps, put them back into the basket, and smiled proudly. He placed the basket on his head and walked away, laughing at his clever trick, while the monkeys scratched their heads, wondering what had just happened. From this story, we can understand that even if we are ordinary people, if we use our intelligence wisely, we can avoid many problems in life.